what did I think of the Wheel of Time finale, episode 8 of the Wheel of Time? Well, I've got to say I am a little disappointed. I liked it, it was good, and I was left wanting more, so that's a positive thing. But in terms of all the episodes this season, it's probably my least favourite, which, seeing as it's the finale, is not particularly great. So let's talk about it. This is just my first impressions. I will do a full review later when I get to it, full on scripted, fully edited, all of that sort of thing. This is just some quick first impressions. So let's go from character to character. I think that's a good way to start it off. Let's start with Rand. I really did enjoy Rand this episode, but the big problem with him is we haven't gotten much of him this season because it seems that the writers have been wanting to hide that he's the Dragon Reborn. Thus, they've kind of just left out a lot of his development until last episode. And the problem with that is a lot of this episode relies on Rand to make decisions especially, and spoilers for the episode by the way, especially in relation to Egwene, where the Dark One tries to convince him to join him by saying, well, you get to be with Egwene, this is what you want, and then Rand says, no, I'm going to do what she wants to do, which I like that. I think it's actually better than the book, because in the book, Rand just kind of goes crazy, and he kind of just uses the power to destroy the Dark One, and it's kind of left unclear. I was very confused on it. It was one of the things that I felt was really weird when I read the first book, if you look back at my review on it. But with the show, I think they did that better by actually tying it into Rand's character and making him do something that I think he would legitimately do, which is try and protect Egwene. It felt very quick, and I don't think you should be able to defeat the Dark One that easily, and I don't think he actually has done it fully, but I do like it better than the book. Rand's acting is great, and I do like that at the end he leaves, although an issue I have with that is that he leaves, but he doesn't know where. He kind of just leaves so he doesn't hurt the people he loves, which makes sense. But at the same time, where is he going? What is he doing? It sort of felt a lot like the Fellowship of the Ring with Frodo and Sam leaving at the end, but they were leaving to go to Mordor. Where is Rand going apart from just leaving? It's not like in Book 3 of the Wheel of Time, quick, vague spoiler here, but in Book 3, Rand runs away. He's not running away here. He's just trying to protect those he loves. So where is he going? Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. Let's talk about Moiraine though. Rosamund Pike is really great as Moiraine. I think she's terrific, but I'm a bit confused with her being stilled, or the implications of that. Her performance is amazing, and her being willing to chop Rand, like cut him, worked well. I think we continue to get great stuff from Moiraine, but she wasn't as major as I hoped she would be. And this is the big thing. This episode doesn't do as much as I would have thought. It doesn't conclude things like I think that a season finale end should. We can quickly go through the other characters now, but there's not really a standout moment from Egwene that I can think of that she does that really ends the season with a bang of this is Egwene, apart from saving Nynaeve's life. Nynaeve gets some cool moments. I found it annoying when she was saying, oh, we're not Moiraine's people. It's just, get over yourself. I thought you were a bit more mature now. And there's also, oh, Loial. Is Loial dead? Surely not. He's a fan favourite character, and he does go through more books than book one, so they can't just kill Loial off. What, did they think the prosthetics was too hard and they just wanted to kill him? The actual fight with Lord Agelmar felt a bit underwhelming. It was just kind of crossbow bolts, shoot, shoot, shoot. There's no actual physical contact really between the people from between the soldiers and the Trollocs. The Trollocs themselves are always shrouded in darkness and look kind of wonky. I think that's because of the pandemic. It was all CGI, which is understandable, but it just felt a little underwhelming. Same goes for Perrin. Perrin's whole thing in this episode is that he doesn't do anything, and he's kind of mad about that. It does work, and I really like the stuff with Padan Fain. He's a great villain, and the reveal of the ta'veren being all 5 of the Emond's Fielders was neat. I do think that's quite good, and with the Horn of Valir setting up season 2, it's all okay, but it's kind of underwhelming for a season finale, and that's my biggest issue here. Who else do we have? Matt is... There's a little bit of Matt. I wonder if that was from a previous shot that they did with Matt, with Barney Harris, and they just put that in there to kind of imply that he's going to go to the darkness. There's a lot here that I like. I like the stuff with Rand and on the village, with the farm, and I quite like a lot of the acting still. I forgot her name, but I think it's Lord Agelmar's sister, the mage who asked everyone to channel to her, the one who's kind of an Aes Sedai but didn't fully go there. She's an accepted, I think. She's terrific. Really sad that she dies. But this episode was very slow for the first half, and I think, okay, it's building up, that's cool, but I would have thought that it would have been starting with a bang, seeing as last episode was a lot of setup, but it kind of doesn't. It sort of builds up, has a bit of a bang, and then fizzles out. I wish the fight was longer. I wish the fight was the majority of the episode, had more character climactic moments where everything that's been building comes to a head. Yes, I know it's season 1, and the end of the Eye of the World isn't particularly good, but it just felt a little underwhelming. I like it. I really like the Sean Chan at the end. The Sea People, they're really cool. They look excellent, and that big tidal wave, I really hope that little girl's okay with the wave, but somehow I doubt it. It's good. I like it. But this episode for me is a 6.5 out of 10. It's above average for a piece of television. I think there's a lot of cool elements, but all in all, it was an underwhelming climax, and that's where I'm at. It didn't blow my socks off at all. It was what I was expecting. Oh, and the actor who plays the Dark One, he's really good. I think he's terrific. He's definitely very evil, and I want to see more of him. And the cold open, I quite like that. I really like seeing the futuristic past. Wish it was the opening of book 1 that they did for the cold open, but it's fine. It's cool. I really hope we get the opening from book 1 sometime in the future. But those are my thoughts. If you guys like this, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, all of that good stuff. My name is Jasper, and I'll see you all later. Oh, and Merry Christmas too. Have an absolutely great Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. See you around.